I know we had quite a few people asking us to look at Call of Duty Ghosts because of Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was a good game, but it had its flaws in it. So anyway, so me and Matt both got to play it. A really, really good game. As you can see, Matt's got a shirt on. He didn't buy the top. He won it. So
basically, when we got to the Call of Duty Ghosts booth, we got it quite early because we knew the queues were going to get quite hectic. It's now day 2 of Eurogamer, and we didn't play it for the first day because it was just, by the time we got into Eurogamer, the queues were massive, and you will see in another video how big those queues were. But once we got in there, it was really nice. It was really good, kind of enclosed area. Unfortunately, we can't show you any footage because they wouldn't allow us to. Although, for your benefit, we have taken a few pictures. They said we could take pictures, so we've done that. But onto the shirt. When we got to sitting down to playing the game, it was an Xbox One, like Steve said. So I'll give him that. He's not used to the controller. He's a PlayStation man. I play a lot of Xbox, so I kind of adapted to it fairly easily.
I did do good though. I only, like, they had this thing where whoever got the top score on that team wins a t-shirt, which he got 1800.
So there's basically, so there's 2 winners each time. So even if your team lost, if you were the best player on a team, you'd get a t-shirt.
Yeah. So Matt obviously won the t-shirt. Now he got 1800 points, I got 1500 points. So I wasn't that too far away from him, and I'm a PlayStation guy. I've owned an Xbox in the past, but I just didn't really get on with it. So, yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so I was kind of in the zone really, because Steve was saying some things to me, he looked over to me and he said a few things, but I was just completely blanked out because I really wanted to win this t-shirt, because I just love like t-shirts like this you just get for free, and I thought, yeah, I really want to win. So I was really focused, surprisingly managed to just adapt to, I learned the map very quickly, I found personally, and it was the game mode, I forgot what the game mode's called, I think it's called Blitz or something.
Yeah, Blitz, and how you do it is you run up to the objectives. It's like you don't have to pick up anything.
You run into a portal, so it's one you might have seen where the players, where they announced that game mode where the players run into a portal.
Yeah,
and then they basically teleport.
You get teleported to a different area.
Or back to spawn.
Yeah, back to spawn. But those enemy players, they can't kill you in your spawn. They can't get there, which is another good thing. Another thing that I actually found is that Matt got the Riley kill streak, which it is pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, I used the Honey Badger. I put a tweet out pretty much shortly after saying it was my favourite gun, and the reason for that is that I was going around and we won the game 18 points, so you get a point each time you run into the portal. We won 18 to 16, I think. We almost lost at one point, we were drawing, but I think about 10 of those were from me running and just getting it. A few guys in our team were trying to hoard points to get this t-shirt as well, because they were crouching, and there's basically, when you run into the portal in this Blitz game mode, just after going through the portal, you can't go straight through it again, so you can't have a train of players that just go again and again and again.
Yeah, it's a time limit.
So 10 seconds you have to wait until you can run through it again. What some of our teammates were doing was they were crouching by it, waiting for 10 seconds to go down so they could step forward and just get the points and get, which is good for winning the game for our team, as they're playing the objective, which is very rare in a Call of Duty game for people to play the objective. It annoyed me because I was like, no, these guys are catching up with me. I was on the top of the leaderboard pretty much most of it. But yeah, I got the new UAV, the SATCOM. You have to place down on the ground. Now, no one really destroyed mine. I put him in really obvious places because I just wanted the points to get the t-shirt. I was just placing, I got like 3 of them, I just placed chucking them down. But when the only thing I will say, I didn't realise how many kill streaks I had because I didn't see a thing come up in front say 7 kill streak, you got this, press this to, I didn't see that. So I didn't realise how much I'd actually got because I think I went 13 and 5 in terms of KD, in kills and deaths, and I got killed by Riley from the opposition, and then I realised I had it, I sent it out, and this Riley was just stacking up these kills. It said 50 plus kill. Each time he kills someone, you get 50 points, which is, I think it's half the amount of a normal kill. I think you get 100, don't you, for killing it?
Yeah, it's 100.
And what I was doing, the other opposition, they were in clusters and they were running along, and I was easily gunning them down with this honey badger gun, which is really good. With this gun, it's an SMG, and I will warn you, the recoil, when you're trying to do long distance with this gun, the recoil is very difficult. I wish I could have shown you how it was controlling with me using it, but I was trying to shoot enemies from a long distance away, and they ended up killing me because the gun, just the recoil on Ghosts for the guns, it's a lot more kick than Black Ops 2, I'd say. What I really don't like Black Ops 2 is the recoil. I don't know if you'll agree, but it's just so stagnant, it doesn't even move. This honey badger gun, it just it flied up and it just shot up in the air. I was like, I need to control this with burst fire.
So we all know about the problems with Black Ops 2 and all that stuff. So if personally for yourself, because I already know about myself, but would you in yourself be going out and buying Call of Duty Ghosts?
I will myself, because I had a really enjoyable experience playing it, and not just because I won a t-shirt or because I was doing well, but I just found that it seemed more like it was going back to what it was good at, and Call of Duty's going more in the right direction again. It kind of feels like it's losing its way in Black Ops 2, and now Call of Duty Ghosts, we didn't really get to mess around with the create a soldier feature that much, or the class. I managed to change like one gun, but they didn't give you much time. I really think this is a promising game with the new perk system revamped. I think they've done a lot of bold moves, like revamping the perk system, having this new create a soldier thing, changing the way the prestige system works, because they've got larger maps, having different, having been able to customise your character, making it more personal to you, having these new kill streaks, being able to control dogs now rather than just calling them in. I didn't control the dog, I just let Riley do his own thing. But yeah, I think all in all, I think great game, and I think Call of Duty is starting to really figure out what's been going wrong, and it's starting to patch up those things. So I think we should kind of summarise, kind of give our view out of 10 of what we think of this game so far. Mind you, it's not out yet, so there's still time for patches and adding new things and messing around, tweaking. But we're going to give our kind of ratings of what we think from what we played, what we saw, and what we've experienced at Eurogamer.
Well, I wasn't going to buy this game because of Black Ops 2, but this game really, because I've played it, and there aren't a lot of people that have played it, it's really, changed my opinion, because my opinion before I even played this was, not on Call of Duty Ghosts, but my opinion would have been about a 3 out of 10. So my rating for this is going to be a 9.5 out of 10. And because of that reason, that this game is absolutely, I just adapted straight away.
And yeah, I'm going to have to give it a pretty high rating as well. I'm probably going to say, I'm really tempted to give this almost a perfect rating, but because it's not finished yet, I'm going to give it some room to breathe. I'm probably going to say 9.5 out of 10 as well, because I do think 0.5 space just to see what happens with the finished product. When the finished product comes out, and if it's just as good as I have been experienced and I have played it recently, then I can see this game getting 10 out of 10. A lot of people think that the Call of Duty franchise is dying, and I did think that at one point, but I'm starting to change my mind now, because I'm thinking that they were going in the wrong direction and pretty fast, and I was really starting to play Call of Duty less and less gradually over time, and COD 4 has always been my favourite Call of Duty game, but I think now they're starting to just really bring it back. They're starting to save themselves. This franchise could, if they constantly do what they're doing right now in Ghosts and doing the way they've done things, I think Call of Duty as a franchise, as a series, could go on for a long time, because they're really starting to realise what the community wants and what it is that made Call of Duty so great in the first place, and they're not playing it safe so much anymore. They're taking bold steps, and I really respect that and appreciate that, and I think that's why we're giving it such high ratings.
I mean, when I used to play Black Ops 2, I used to call it the controller breaking game, because I've got so many controllers at home because I've broke because of Black Ops 2. But playing Ghosts, that just, it goes into a different totally level, because I didn't even get angry once. you know, and I know you can't really say it, well, you've only played it for 10 minutes or so, but I remember when I played Black Ops 2 Eurogamer last year, it kind of did get me a bit riled, because, you know, I was getting killed quite a bit, and that was on Xbox 360. But this game just is totally different, and I know that you know, it's going to be a bit difficult for you guys to understand that because you haven't got your hands on it. But trust me, when you play this game, you're going to understand the same level that I'm talking about when you get to play this.
Yeah. So we hope you guys have enjoyed that sort of discussion and pretty much review of what we've found out about the game so far. We are really sorry that we couldn't really tell you more about the Create a Soldier feature and a lot of the guns. They didn't give us any time to look at that. They just chucked us straight into a game. Obviously, because there's a lot of people that want to play this game, and the queues get quite big, so they just want to shoot people through. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you're interested, not in Call of Duty, and you're more of a Battlefield person, there is going to be a Battlefield 4 discussion just like this one. So you can enjoy that instead, and you can completely ignore this one if this isn't your cup of tea. But that's all from me and Steve, and we'll see you later.